Sunflower. Did anyone plan any last
Well,
wave?
yeah. I don't think anyone
here.
themselves, because if someone is a Sunflower, then they can do it too, just like
I planted one here last wave, but there's...
yeah, they get destroyed though. They get
Yeah.
beaten.
This game is fun. Yeah, so there's no like consumer advocate group for things like that. I think it'll take some time before we get something like that.
Yeah, well, at least luckily, you know, our
mainstream
generation is
movies
pretty
and stuff
open.
like that.
Yeah, our generation is open to that. So I think when time comes, like when we're adults, when we're grandparents, we're probably going to see video games move more accepted as a medium, especially for like something like art.
Right.
So long as it's used like that, you know, I think there's no problem with it. I think there's a lot of people that are still being like born and around this.
I'm down.
Oh, and I'm down too.
Yeah, I saw that.
Fun. Self-revive. I
I'm
guess I
not
have
using the
self-revive. Okay.
Okay, whatever.
Really? That it gets to the point where, you know, we get to the point where, like, the Call of Duty and the Assassin's Creed start to become too like saturated to the point where the industry as a whole is ignoring it. Like, I mean, Jesus, the past E3 with Black Ops 3, like, literally no one said anything. They're like, Black Ops 3, and they like awkwardly paused for a audience like reaction, and just nothing happened.
Well, I'm interested to see. So what I think is going to happen next probably is the Tony Hawk syndrome, which is they keep making them anyway, and they keep selling less and less, and then when it's no longer viable, they sorry, my controller keeps dying. When it's no longer
I was
viable,
about to say that.
I cut out. Yeah, eventually when it's no longer viable, they stop making it. Hold on, I'm gonna try and plug this in.
Yeah. Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Okay, yeah, no, my controller.
How is the battery life, by the way, compared to the DualShock? Because I heard that the battery life is better on the
The DualShock actually is kind of reversed. The DualShocks is like the old 360 charge packs, and the Xbox One is like the DualShock 3.
I mean, overall, there's a lot of just opposite when you think about it. It's just like, oh, the PS3 is $100 more than the Xbox 360, and then like this generation, oh, the Xbox One is $100 more than the PS4.
Yeah, it's a weird
especially when you think about the sizes too, right? Like, look how sleek and small the PS4 is. Look how big and bulky and piano black like shininess
right,
to the
right.
Xbox One. And literally, like, I remember plugging it in and pressing the power button and hearing the noise. I was just like, why does this feel so much like the PlayStation 3? Like,
and the Xbox has capacitive buttons and the...
Yeah, exactly. Like manual buttons for the PS4.
Yeah.
Like it's this weird like reversal of the things that happened.
Of exactly what happened last generation.
Yeah, the only difference is that
Microsoft is
the
getting their shit together way faster.
Oh yeah. Well, I think the biggest problem with the PS3 was just the cell chip. You know, like when I remember hearing the cell chip, and I was just like, "This is Sega Saturn 2.0." Like, granted, I think they did it better. I was
better
way more in preference. Oh yeah, of course. But what I'm talking about is just like development. You know, like literally the Saturn was like what 8 CPUs with a bunch of different like
because they
stuff, and it was hard to develop. But yeah, no, I was totally on the side of PS3 in the beginning of the generation, like way preference PS3, because I felt that they were doing something like they were they were doing like they were going towards the idea of having a super powerful, like capable system that would last a long time, you know. Whereas Xbox was really trying hard to be a general purpose box for everyone and everything, and it worked, you know. Right. And then we have this kind of reversal with those ideologies with this generation, where Xbox is just like, we want to be everyone for everything, but we want to like do it in the most like intense, serious manner ever. And then the PS4 is just like, so games, you guys, remember that?
Gigantic enemy crabs. I don't know. It's weird. Games are weird. Video games, right?
Yep. I find it funny how civil we are when we're doing the Brawl, which is ironic. We fight more in the podcast.
Right.
Doing the
I think probably because we're busy concentrating on defending our garden, you know?
Yeah. I'm gonna eat you.
Whoa, there's like 8 dudes.
I really wonder how like Nintendo's gonna pan out overall.
I don't know. I like my Wii U, but yeah, I'm interested to see.
Yeah, no, I mean it's not that it's bad, but it's just like it's kind of dead. Let's be real.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, as long as they're turning a profit, they're fine. Right?
Yeah.
The Wii U is definitely not a success by any stretch of the imagination.
The Wii U
is that zombie wearing a porta potty?
I think so. The Wii U is kind of like Windows 8. Like, it's not necessarily bad. It's just that they didn't really do anything to capture the audience that they needed.
Right.
And then they kind of.
I'm wondering if the NX will at all at this point.
Yeah,
like,
I have.
If Nintendo's
the NX
just
is probably
keep
going to be
saying,
the most interesting thing to come out, you know, like, because it's like, what are they gonna do? Like,
well,
I have no idea.
With the GameCube, they were doing the usual, you know, like, let's compete with everybody else. Didn't work for them, so they're like, let's try something different. That was super successful. Then they're like, okay, let's try something different again. Super unsuccessful. So
you know what's crazy too? I watched a video, and apparently the company that had patent for the motion control originally came to Sony and Microsoft before
and both of them said yeah.
Both of them said no, and then they got their ass handed to them by
and then Microsoft was like, maybe we should do something.
Well, at least you know, I think I know you have to listen to but like I think the Kinect is a lot more of an ambitious. Yeah, not only is it just
I'm not saying I've never said the Kinect wasn't ambitious. It was incredibly ambitious. It never worked like it was supposed to because it was so damn ambitious.
Yeah, and the funny thing is that I'm sure that the eye and the art or whatever it's called, the move is fine.
Wasn't that the development name?
It was the original name, yeah. And that's why the
no, I am so screwed right now.
We're spawning the next wave. What?
No. Waiting
we might just lose out on this.
Left.
Oh yeah, you're the only one left, dude.
Oh.
You have to carry the rest of it. Up, and we're done.
I think I have one more. Alright, let's do this dance. Nope, I'm dead. Used all my self-revives.
Unfortunately.
Use team retry? Nope.
That's a thing?
Oh, somebody else has.
Soapy Envelope has saved the team. That's probably an auto-generated one.
Probably.
My friend, when he got live his auto-generated one was unfair unicorn. Like that's interesting. Good for you, random generator. Name generator on Xbox.
Amanda's is Graduate Oyster 8. We were going through the like random generator list for a while, and probably not, but feel free to send us a friend request if you want. I'm the Big White Yeti.
And I'm Coaster Freak 212, waiting for Roller Coaster Tycoon to be a thing again.
So your username makes sense.
Oh, I can't eat the guy while I'm under. I'm gonna splurt you.
Oh no.
Oh, whatever that means.
Okay, I need to get out of here. Just
oh god.
It's so hard. Oh, somebody's
and I died. I do have a self-revive, so should I keep walking? Thank you, Sophie. Looping you. Yeah, level whatever. Whatnots. I'm past level. I'm rank 4. Yay.
I think I'm level 3 still. Oh, somebody's playing. Is the cactus a medic?
I guess. I think it was. Wasn't it just a long distance kind of thing?
Oh. Oh no! Aston, save us all!
Oh god, it's only me? Except that I'm like eating a thing. Oh, there we go.
We're all down.
I do have a self-revive, so I guess that's gonna happen.
Use it now, revive me.
Well, I'm reviving Cactus Guy. Ah! Running! And I'm dead.
Yeah, we're good. This game is hard! Oh.
Don't be fooled by its happy demeanor. Ooh, I can now spit out silkweed and trap zombies. Fantastic. Yeah, the NX is probably gonna be the most interesting thing to come from Nintendo because it has to be, you know?
Right. Yeah, I don't know. It's gonna. I have no idea what they're doing for that, but it'll be weird.
Yeah, because they honestly can't. They can't do Wii U again, you know? Like,
right, they can. They either have to go whole hog and
like I think
legitimate competitor to Xbox One
and that's the thing though.
Or they have to go
I don't think that they can do that. You know, I think they have to do directions because here's the thing: to compete with the Xbox and the PlayStation. In its own turn, you need to be accepting of third parties, and Nintendo is notorious for not being that at all, you know.
For sure.
And that's the reason why they're totally fine with not. I don't know what that group does, but
I have no idea. It slows them down.
I think it just makes them purple.
Oh, nice.
Hooray.
Now we just gotta hold off all the other trucks. Which is the hard part we always die on. Tombstone, where's the tombstone? Okay. I'm gonna go try and take out this tombstone. Oh my god.
I think if anything, how this generation is going to turn out is that the Xbox and the PlayStation 4 are going to be on a much more even playing field than the last generation. Like it's going to be a lot quicker.
Like
you know? Especially since like
Xbox
doing they're doing a shit ton in order to gain back like
right, and PlayStation really have to get their first party together.
Yeah, I think PlayStation overall, they're kind of... even their E3, like a lot of people will disagree with me in saying that like I don't think their E3 was that great, but
I don't think it was bad.
Oh, there's totally people that are like hands down Sony won, and it's just like with what Final Fantasy again, like.
Right.
Like, it's cool and all. Like, don't get me wrong, remakes are fun, but like, you're resting on.
Revive me, man.
Oh, where are you?
Behind you.
Behind me.
Yep, there you go. Reviving you will also heal you. Oh, wave energy, cool.
Oh, fantastic. But yeah, like Sony, like even their attitude, it seems like they're kind of resting on their laurels, you know? They're like, oh, we're so far ahead that we don't need to do anything.
I'm wondering how much of that is them actually saying that, and how much of that is like, you know, their typical, you know, in the previous generations, their philosophy with kill the tombstone, with game development has always been a sort of when it's done approach, where like they took their time on their franchises that they like to put a lot of weight behind. Damn, I died.
You're down. You need to be on the landing zone.
Oh crap! I didn't realize that was the thing. Sorry.
See, the problem with me is that like I freaking die quickly because I don't shoot as fast. So
cool. Yeah, I was saying Tombstone has risen, so I was trying to do that. Shite.
Hooray! I'm on rank another rank up.
No! I'm down again. I'm sorry.
I'm apparently a medic, because I'm reviving everyone. Why? Okay.
I'm gonna play a medic class, whatever the medic class is next time.
It should be the sunflower.
Somebody get me, quick. I'm right there.
I got it.
Oh, I'm just gonna die.
Oh, hey! What?
Wah, wah. I think because I was outside the zone. And one of us was down.
10 waves defeated. That's confusing. Did we win or did we not win?
I don't know.
So confused.
Let's do it again.
Hooray!
I'm ready. Whatever.
I mean, even what I found the most hilarious thing that I saw in E3 was when, what was it? I forget who was on stage and who said it, but someone from PlayStation was like, they said something along the lines of like the greatest console in the world or something like that, and then someone like booed and was very like vocal about it, you know.
Weird.
And this is Sony's event, and you know, kind of rightfully so, you know. Like it's just like that's cool and all, but stop stroking your ego, like whether you're
I don't know when Microsoft was on top.
Oh
like,
yeah,
they were very much like, check out my big dick. So.
I mean, in general, I hate companies that do that. Even when Microsoft does it, like,
right?
It's just, you know, it just looks bad, and it makes you not want to. At least for me, it makes me not want to.
Oh God, somebody else was a sunflower this time.
Boss mode? What does the boss mode mean?
3 of us are sunflowers.
Maybe they're not. Maybe not.
I think because
I'll still be the chomper then.
Oh,
I like the chomper.
I'll be a pea shooter then if people are changed to.
Yeah, if people are gonna be freaking sunflowers all over the place.
Yeah. I think because of last time. Let's pick a better base. Yeah, that bridge looks pretty good. They can only directions.
Yeah, I think the biggest problem that I had with that Sony rep that said that too is just like, you know, that's cool and all, but show me something that I will care about. Like, show me something that will justify what you just said. Because what they brought, I mean, I guess will satisfy some people and will make them believe that like Sony's the best thing in the world. Especially like I think that the Final Fantasy VII remake is totally that for a lot of people. But
that's a weird one where it's like I'm excited that there's a Final Fantasy VII remake coming, but more because it'll stop people from asking for a Final Fantasy VII remake than I actually want to play that. Like, I like Final Fantasy VII. It's a great game. It was amazing at the time. But like, I feel like people get too wrapped up in like how great something used to be.
Oh yeah.
Never want games to move on. It's like I would rather them put that money.
That's why I was just like,
the next Final Fantasy, great.
When they announced the Horizon, I forget the subtitle for Horizon, but when they announced Horizon, yeah, I was just like, finally, like something that looks interesting, that is new, that is like daring, that is all this other stuff, because literally we had a sea of things from the past, or like remakes of the same brand. Like, it's just like, oh hey, Black Ops, oh hey, Batman. Granted, Batman's doing real well. But
Batman's
like, oh, hey,
real
like,
good. I'm not talking about Batman, because I was just playing Batman, and I don't want to spoil Batman for anybody. So I'm pointedly not talking about Batman. After we're done with this brawl, I'm going right back to Batman.
Die.
Damn it, Aston. Ruining the game.
Batman as a whole. But yeah, I really hope that it's just like, because the thing that I think that I'm really concerned about in this generation is the idea that we do kind of have a severe lack of original content.
So far,
like,
for sure.
Yeah, so far, and like even kind of in Nintendo side, like a lot of the heavy hitter Nintendo games is like Smash Bros, Mario Kart, like games that we know that are gonna be good because they're the quintessential brands of Nintendo. You know, yeah. Oh, of course, but like, let's name some Nintendo original IPs that are exceedingly good. Okay, we got Splatoon.
Splatoon is fantastic.
What else? Yeah, and I'm not saying that it's not. I'm just saying that, like, okay, we have Splatoon. What else? Like, we don't really have that much else besides that, right? Like, maybe, whatchamacallit? What's that one with, like, the beautiful Joe graphics kind of thing?
Wonderful 101?
Yeah, Wonderful 101.
And that's third party, technically.
Well, I mean, I'm not talking about first party, I'm just talking about original ideas. Original new ideas that define the console, you know? Like, Little Big Planet defined PS3, or like...
Or Uncharted defined PS3.
Or, yeah, but you get what I'm saying. It's like, we don't really have quintessential, like the ones that, weirdly enough, the ones that seem the most prominent this generation are on Xbox, weirdly enough. Like Sunset Overdrive.
Part of the reason I bought an Xbox One was because the list of exclusives was so good.
Oh yeah.
Of stuff I wanted to play, like Forza and Titanfall,
Forza,
which I could play. I could play Titanfall on PC, but Sunset Overdrive I can't. You know.
Oh yeah. Sunset Overdrive is lovely. Down. But yeah, and that's the really weird thing about it, because we have this notion that was predisposed that Xbox was only about TV and was not a game console. Like, you yourself said that, like, the PS4 is a game console and the Xbox is a I forget what you said with the Xbox, but essentially the Xbox isn't necessarily just a game console, right?
No,
like,
at the beginning, it wasn't.
And yeah, and at the beginning, oh yeah, totally. And we have this weird situation where it's just like the ones with the most interesting exclusives are on Xbox, and the PlayStation 4 is the one that is like the general purpose box.
Well, they did a really good job turning that message around, and they were already working on that stuff because obviously they want to carry it as a game console as well. So
yeah,
the good news is
I think the best thing too was getting rid of that guy, the freaking Singer guy. No, not
Spencer. Don Matrick. Sorry.
Yeah, Don Matrick. Well, why am I doing that?
Yeah, Phil Spencer's good. I'm sorry.
Because literally,
sorry,
like,
Phil.
oh man.
I did
like,
not mean to besmirch your name.
Phil's love. I love Phil so much.
Well, Phil
he
comes
seems like,
from Xbox game development, so like.
So yeah, he's
guy.
Yeah, he's tried and true. And I love the way, like, I just love him so, like, a lot of things. Like, and the fact that he seems to be, like, I don't want to say fearless, but he seems kind of like, what's the right word?
He's
like,
a real dude.
Yeah, he, like, you can tell that he is in it for the passion of video games as well as the passion of the business, right?
Right.
Whereas you can't necessarily say the same thing.
Oh yeah. Worked for them for so many years, like as a brand, he likes Microsoft.
Yeah,
but
and that's a very good thing as well.
At the same time, he can respect that, like he's not one of the corporate shells who just like will not mention,
like Don mentioned, like
yeah, right. But
he left, literally he left Zynga because he was looking at a bunch of numbers and figured that it would make more sense to be the CEO of Zynga. Like, that's insane. Like, of course.
But
and it's that closed-mindedness, like the fact that he was so careless and like no sense of loyalty, no sense of drive for the console. It seemed clear that he was only in it for the money.
I mean,
and it looked really bad.
When you're backwards compatible, Aston, you're really backwards. Oh boy. Yeah, Phil Spencer's a much better face for Xbox, especially right now. And that's something Sony has been doing for at least a little while. It started with Kevin Butler, I think, but then it like actually grew on.
Well, Kevin Butler wasn't really a...
Right, it wasn't. It was a marketing thing, but they saw how people responded to that, and their executives, who are gamer guys and who care about the company and care about games, they took the opportunity to, show that, like, in a public light.
Yeah, and I think it much later in the development, because early in the PS3 development, it was all like, this is the most intense thing. Oh god, this is the bottomless snowman.
Right, I know.
He's like bum rushing me.
There's a big white Yeti. I really hope killing this guy unlocks an avatar that I can use. Also, I need a healer.
Oh, I am.
Yeah, if he runs into me, please. Where are our sunflowers? I'm so screwed. I am the only one over here defending. Can somebody come heal me?
No, where are you? Oh, because we're trying to kill the Yeti.
Yeah, that's probably a bad call. Somebody come revive me.
Yeah, I'm coming.
Thank you, sir. That was close. I could have died.
Sophie, no!
Somebody got him? Oh, shit. Watch out for that gas. Yeah, let's stick together, guys.
Like, I'm really hoping that the generation pans up, because like I was saying before, with like in indies especially, like, Jesus. Like,
well, we have to go over to indies
like,
for
Xboxes.
There's nothing going on.
And I was so, like, was I the only one that was just like super uber impressed with Xbox's like indie lineup? Like, I felt kind of like disappointed by PS4. Like, it seemed kind of
well,
like,
they didn't show much of this show, but they again, that was their big thing last year. Look at all these fucking indies, so they can't do the same thing every single year. You know? It would have been weird for them to fill up that much.
Because I mean, geez, like Lone Dark. By the way, I played the trial of Lone Dark, and I may end up buying it, to be honest. Because Lone Dark, it's kind of weird because Lone Dark is do you know what Lone Dark, like the concept of Lone Dark is?
No idea.
I think it's procedurally generated, and you're in basically Canada. It's actually funded by the like Canadian wilderness or something like that, and the whole concept is to survive. So you have to like explore
Let me tell me if you've heard this one. You play as a bachelor mom, and
I have not heard this, but I think you're going.
It's I forget what the name of the game is. It's not called Home. I forget what it is. It's the one Justin was talking about like a couple years ago a lot.
I think maybe. But yeah, Lone Dark is pretty awesome because it's a survival game essentially. Like I'm way more excited about Lone Dark than I am about like No Man's Sky. It's all about like exploration and it takes forever. Like it's gonna be forever until we discover everything that was generated and etc. Race to the center of the universe.
Well, it's No Man's Sky is definitely more in the vein of like a Minecraft. You know?
Oh yeah. Whereas Lone Dark is way more about like survival. Way more like it's all about what you call it. Like you're in the wilderness. There's time. There's a bunch of stuff that you have to attend to, like your health and your thirst and your like all these other things, right? And you like scavenge in houses. Like it's essentially what I honestly feel a zombie survival game should be.
Like this one. You got a bunch of plants.
No.
You got a bunch of zombies with wacky weapons.
It's crazy. More or less, the concept of Lone Dark is to try to survive as long as possible. And for someone like me that likes to like explore, especially like the wilderness, like especially like what you call it, especially the woods and stuff like that. I think it's kind of cool that there's a game that is pretty adamant about that, you know.
Did you play Don't Starve at all?
No, but I heard of it. Yeah, it's basically from my understanding, it's basically Don't Starve, but like realistic.
Right,
and not about vampires.
Not with like, Clay's cartoony graphics.
Yeah.
Well, Don't Starve isn't about vampires.
No, I'm saying that it's not about vampires.
Don't Starve is not about vampires either.
Oh.
Nope. At least as far as I've played, man, it's gotten much fun. There's a period where, like, I'd come home every night and she'd be playing that on my PS4. She got real into that. It's always interesting to see what games she picks up. And for years, she was always like, no, I only play games for story. And then she'll latch on to things like Don't Starve. And I'm like, there is zero story in this game. This is all gameplay. So, I don't know. She likes the things she likes.
Yeah. You should have Amanda also play Cave Story. Because Cave Story is a great story. So she likes story games. I mean, it's a platformer. It's a Metroidvania platformer.
How hard?
Made by one guy. It gets stupid hard at the end. Yeah. If you're in hell, it's stupid hard. But the normal story, it's.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
but it's one of those things where it's just like you become, because you played what you call it? The iPhone game. Hero Blaster. Yes. So you know how essentially Hero Blaster ends up becoming what should we call it? What's the word? Like it becomes remote memory. Like you just get used to the nuances and then you execute it. It's kind of like that, where it's just like you start to get used to the surroundings and you kind of just get used to it. Which is kind of like a weakness of the game, like because essentially, like if you're good at it, you'll be able to beat the game again exactly the same way. But it's still fantastic. I like the fact that it was made by one guy, every single thing. Like the music's fantastic. I don't know how many times I've listened to the soundtrack. Like the platforming is fantastic. The guns are fantastic. The story is fantastic. Overall, just everything is just extremely well done in Cave Story.
We're doing
like
much better this round, by the way.
Yeah, I think it's the location.
Oh yeah, for sure. Because there's only two ways that can really get to us, other than shooting at us. Really.
Yeah. Oh, get away, I'm scared.
Don't get hurt. That was a challenge. Screw that.
Yeah, that was a challenge. But yeah, I'll play Persona, but I definitely need to set some time aside for it.
Yeah, like I said, it's mostly that intro. After that, you can usually save at least once an hour.
Yeah, it kind of the funny thing too with Cave Story about that as well, because Cave Story is kind of like that. like Cave Story, I was very just like, really, this game is that amazing because I'm kind of bored right now. But then basically it starts to really pick up when you get to like the first level. Like when you get to like past all the exposition and like, and you're finally doing like, when you're finally playing a video game instead of just like wandering around. And then it becomes stupid addictive.
I like having these boom shrooms right here next to the base. So if somebody does get close enough, just smoke them. It's interesting that they're reusable because in the original Transformers they're like a one use, and you also can't plant something there for a while after.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, there's like a lot of people over here.
Well, I'm trying to clear that out.
Eat you, 'cause I'm a chomper.
You are up, sir.
Yeah. But yeah, Cuphead, let's be real.
Cuphead looks super dope.
Cuphead looks so amazing. It's gonna be terrible when it's a bad game. It's gonna be so disappointing. It's like, oh, it looks cool. Oh yeah, I've heard from it.
But like, I want to get my hands on that. Hopefully it's a Comic-Con. That game, like, apparently looks exactly like it did last year, and the reason it's taking so long is just it takes forever to make all the art.
Everything is hand.
Yeah, it's all hand animated. Like,
yeah,
that's how they have to do it.
And that is so incredible to see. Like, Jesus Christ, like it's one thing hand drawing everything for a movie or a short or a TV. This company is doing it for a freaking video game.
Right, and
you know?
it's a small indie team with like a couple guys. It's not like Ubisoft where they have the art engine in there.
Where they have everyone
team of
copying and
animators,
pasting textures on the newest Assassin's Creed game.
Well, the
you know what's funny?
But...
Child of Eden was a Ubisoft game, and I chuckle when I think about it. It's like, oh, that's never gonna happen again.
Well, so was Rayman Origins.
Well, Rayman is a prominent brand, whereas Child of Eden and Rez are not exactly those.
No, true, but I mean, Rayman Origins, like a 2D Rayman side scroller, got made. It all blew me away. So.
Well, it's being super successful now too. I kind of hate though how Ubisoft became. Ubisoft used to be cool.
Activision.
They became EA and Activision.
Well, no, Activision became EA, and then Ubisoft became Activision. Really, that's what happened.
And what's EA? Like
EA is working their way back around to becoming Ubisoft. What are we getting here? I don't know what that is.
Man.
It's a Yeti and a Disco Zombie and a.
I miss Michael Jackson's Zombie, but I get it.
Yeah, that was the best, but I get it. Doesn't
what I find funny is that like people got upset about it, but he was a zombie in the music video.
Well, yeah, which is what they were referencing. Not.
Yeah,
I feel like
not
that
him
was
being
just,
dead.
I feel like that was just the family looking at it.
Oh my god, I got flanked.
Yeah, you gotta get out of there. You got this guy and the Gargantuan.
Yeah, except that I can't. Oh god.
Trying to take out this
Badly. Yes, eat the disco guy. What? I guess I can't.
Revive. And he's down again, like instantly. Oh, never mind, he's not down. Somebody else is down. Oh, you got him? Is that soapy envelope.
I feel like they got a bunch of like things at Microsoft that are just like, so we need this random screen name generator that's going to make people just like, you know, feel affectionate towards random people.
One of them was like, I remember when Ben and I were scrolling through the like optional names before she picked hers out, and again she just picked the free ones, whatever. She gets a free name change later if she wants to change it.
Oh no, I'm down.
But where are you? Hold on, I'm finding something else right now. Oh no! Crap, 3 of us down. Oh, I've been revived. Okay, I need to finish up revive. I need to get out. Come on. Got it. Okay. That was real close. Alright. Go, help me out, man. You are here.
There's also a lot of indies that I'm looking forward to that are like, there's a couple of film noir ones.
Like what?
There's one called Blues and Bullets. That one was really good. Go back before I completely die.
I just dumped a bunch into that Yeti. Oh, get this guy out. Hopefully the Yeti's still not dead. That's good. Oh, man. Where got him.
Boss wave complete.
Nice. Garden defended. Okay, now we gotta get out of here. Get to the extraction point. Bravo team, get to the landing zone. Is this real dumb? This game has this. They really went all out with this, like, Modern Warfare thing. Stick together, after. That's what happened last time. I messed up. I didn't realize we were supposed to be extracted. Got a minute left. Whoever put that frozen zombie is a genius. Or that frozen plant. Everybody up. Doing good. 27. Keep alive. Stay frosty, boys. There's a zombie in a porta potty.
And I ate
nice.
Him. Or the porta potty I ate. Freaking Plants vs. Zombies rule.
Yes.
It's like Titanfall.
Oh, they didn't blow up our ship. Good. Ba-da-ba-ba-da. Cool. Alright, one more game?
Up to you.
Nah, let's call it here. I think this is good
okay
for today. Because I want to get back to Batman. Sorry, folks.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for tuning in. I'll throw this archive stream up on the site sometime later this week, so you'll be able to watch it there. But yeah, we do this on a weekly basis. It's called our Barroom Brawl. We do it every Sunday. It's a different time each Sunday depending on what works out for us. You know, we do have lives, but we always post it to Facebook and Twitter right before we go live. We'll try to get better about doing it once we have a general time. But yeah, tune in next week to see what we play. And if you want to figure out what we're playing before we play it, theexperiencebar.com and check out the Happy Hour podcast, which also goes up weekly, where we say what we're playing ahead of time. Although last week that didn't happen because we were supposed to play this and then everybody got busy. Anyway, check out theexperiencebar.com for more of this stuff, and we'll see you around. Oh, also, if you want to follow us, I'm at SRoz on Twitter, S is at S-Reyes, The Experience Bar is at the EXP Bar. Yeah, check us out there. So tune in next week and check out theexperiencebar.com for more video game shenanigans. Thank you for joining us.
All right, see ya.